we'll watch the state of play because I still want to watch this. Death Stranding 2, Breath of the Wild ? Let me talk about this. GTA 6 today, guys. They're gonna be very I think this might just be mostly Final Fantasy 16. Chat's always a good time. You gotta enjoy chat. Okay. Alright, so let's see how this goes. Here we go.
Hello everyone, this is
There's Yoshida,
producer of Final Fantasy XVI, and welcome to the State of Play. Today, I'm here to talk a little bit about the story, world, and combat system of Final Fantasy XVI, as well as reveal all new information regarding the game's wide variety of RPG elements and support systems.
I am really curious. What I have seen so far is they've had the they showed off like the icon battles, or like basically the summons, and it looks like you actually turn into the summons and have these big, like, kaiju style battles. Is what I've seen. I saw that in I think there was a trailer that came up before this or something where they spoke about it, and it was it looks really cool. I've heard the game's also going to be like 35 hours long, which is kind of short for Final Fantasy, but we'll see how it goes. If they have like a lot of cool RPG systems in there, it'll be good.
We'll be talking you through everything while using never-before-seen gameplay footage running on the PlayStation 5.
That's what we like to see.
I hope you'll stay with us until the end of the show and enjoy everything we have in store for you. With that, let's get started.
Alright. I actually don't know what any of these characters are called so far.
You all know the target. Shiva's dominant. And only the dominant.
Okay, I'm assuming the dominants are... Maybe they're like the... I'm assuming they're like the bearers of the summons or whatever. They have like the summon inside them or whatever. That is really short for a Final Fantasy game. I don't know if when that was said it was just main story and there's like a lot of side stuff you can do. The impression I've got is it doesn't seem very open for a Final Fantasy game so far from everything I've seen. But I don't know. But yeah, I'm assuming the dominants are like the people holding the summons in this version of Final Fantasy. Because I think you can like, as you beat people, you like collect the summons maybe. We'll see.
Focus, Wyvern. You are key to this mission's success.
So is Wyvern?
Yes, Sergeant.
Is that like a code name maybe? I don't know. I've not paid too much attention to any of the character names so far. Okay, so this is actual gameplay. Oh, never mind. There was a second of gameplay.
Allow me to welcome you to the world of Final Fantasy XVI.
Okay, here we go.
Final Fantasy XVI is the latest installment in the Final Fantasy series, a storied franchise with 35 years of history. Yet while this is the 16th mainline title in the series, there's absolutely no need to have played any of the previous games before jumping in.
Which is the case with most any numbered Final Fantasy. If you jump in, you're probably good. It actually kind of looks like it might be a bit more open than I thought from some of what I'm seeing here, but I'm not sure. I don't know if this is just like wide areas that they're moving through, but it looks like maybe there's a bit more to it. I don't know.
With a fusion of real-time action and RPG features, Final Fantasy XVI has been developed as the first true action RPG in the series. Using the power of the PlayStation 5 to its fullest, the game delivers an expansive, thrilling gameplay experience.
You got Phoenix right there. This is like the icon battles that I think they showed some. I think it was Ifrit versus Shiva maybe. I think that's maybe what they showed. Or was it Titan? But this one's Phoenix. Which these are going to be really cool when these battles actually play out. I'm assuming these are only for scripted segments though. That's the feeling I'm getting.
Likened to a high-speed roller coaster ride.
Okay, that's Ifrit and Garuda. Yeah, so they're really cool. They're like these big kaiju fights. These are super cool to see. The combat looks good. Everything looks super cool. There's Shiva. So yeah, I feel, is Ifrit the one you start off with potentially? Is that Titan? I think that might be Titan. Leviathan? Actually, I'm not sure what that is. I saw like a snake type thing and I thought it might be Leviathan for a moment. But yeah, it looks like there's a big focus on these icon battles. There seems to be like a big, like flashy point for the game that they're really trying to sell people on, which again looks really cool. I kind of hope you can use the summons outside of just scripted segments as well, but I don't know. We'll see. I feel like it is just going to be for scripted segments.
The protagonist of our story is Clive Rosfield, and his journey takes place in the realm of Valisthea. We follow the epic tale of Clive, Shield of the Grand Duchy of Rosaria, as it unfolds across 3 distinct periods in our hero's life: his teens, 20s, and 30s.
Okay. He's dead. He's gone. He's okay. He's the protagonist. He's got the armor.
With Clive in his 20s,
plot armor.
A fully playable flashback will allow you to experience the pivotal events that shaped his past and present. And
okay, so we're doing like flashbacks and stuff. It's gonna be interesting because it's one where it's one of the I think it's like the only Final Fantasy game where it doesn't seem to have a party. It seems to be all about just the real-time action combat, which is interesting. I don't know how I don't know. We'll see. I like the idea of having a party, so I don't know if they'll have some elements of that in here. It looks like you maybe switch between some other characters as well. I don't think we just play Clive. I know from one of the trailers I've seen there's another character. There's another character or two that seem fairly prominent. I'm so used to only caring about indie games because most of the AAA games are like the same things that get shown again and again. I'm a big fan of the Final Fantasy franchise, for those of you that don't know. So I'm very excited whenever there's a new Final Fantasy game coming out. I've really not looked at 16 that much at all though, but I will definitely be playing 16 as soon as I can. I think is it only coming out on PlayStation on launch? I don't know. I don't know when we'll get a PC version.
Does the curtain open on this newest Final Fantasy adventure?
It looks like you are fighting alongside people every now and then. But again, like no party system. Okay, is this Phoenix? Is that the one holding Phoenix? Or is this Ifrit? I'm assuming this is Phoenix, right? It is Phoenix. Joshua is the name of that character. Okay, yeah. I think you might play him as well. I mean, we saw a scene of Phoenix fighting something. So unless Joshua goes bye-bye and we take his power, I don't know. I don't know exactly how it'd go. Too much fantasy, not enough technology. This one is very medieval compared to most Final Fantasy games of late. Most of them have had like kind of a mix. I don't know, we might see some like technology stuff in this, but it looks like they're going for like a medieval England sort of vibe with 16, which is kind of cool. I'm okay with that. I think it's nice to have something different every now and then. This is Ifrit, right? Okay, here we go. Abilities says, oh, hold on. We got a big map as well. Okay, maybe this is a lot more open than I thought then initially. Make for the Veil. Hold on, let me pause on some of these systems. They might go over them in detail. I want to take a proper look. So what do we got? Okay, we got like very standard RPG stuff. It looks like we have We have our weapon. You guys can't see this, so let me hide my camera. We got the weapon you can equip. You got like a couple of pieces of armor you can equip. You got a belt. It looks like braces, and then there's multiple like accessory slots. I guess you have 3 accessory slots, and then on the right over here, it looks like you have. I don't know if you can swap out what summons or icons. I think they call them icons in this game. You actually have, but it looks like you have. That looks like Phoenix, maybe? You have Phoenix here, and then you have Garuda down on the bottom, and then depending on which ones you've got equipped, you can use different abilities, I guess. Maybe, but like these seem to be bound to the same. Like Square is Rising Flames and also Gorge. I don't know. I'm not sure. I was also under the impression that he used Ifrit, so listen, maybe Joshua goes bye-bye, we take his power. I don't know, but that's interesting. I don't know if that will affect like your abilities in like normal combat. Let's see what else we get. Okay, yeah, there we go. We get a better look at the weapons here. Yeah, and then you equip your icons there. So there they have Phoenix and Garuda equipped. But yeah, there's like, I don't know. You must be able to use them outside of like scripted events then. Ability points. I didn't look at the stats at the bottom. I kind of goofed on that. That's fine, though. They might go over it. And it looks like there's ability points, and then you can spend them on... And I'm trying to see if any of these are like... There's a lot of different abilities and stuff you can spend them on, and then... I don't know if this is like maybe your base abilities, and then these are like Garuda up here and Phoenix further up. It could be that you have different abilities you have to unlock for each of the icons, and then you have your base abilities you can level up as well. Okay. Let's keep going.
Navigation in Final Fantasy XVI is driven via a world map, with locations being added and updated as players progress through the main narrative. The world map can be opened at any time, allowing players access to all manner of locations across Valisthea.
Okay, so yeah, it is a bit more open than I initially thought.
Here, players will meet new friends, encounter formidable foes, and uncover great and wondrous mysteries.
Do we have a wolf companion there? It looked like we had a wolf companion for a moment. Joshua could have been a childhood friend because the main character was younger when we saw Phoenix. Was he? I actually didn't even notice that. I wasn't fully paying attention. That could be the case. That could be part of it. I don't know. We'll see. The world does look super good. It does look like we get a wolf, like a little dog companion. Can you pet the dog, though? That is the question. Okay. All of the environments, everything looks really cool so far. Again, I don't know if it'd look this good when the game actually comes out, but we'll see. It was a younger version. Okay, that could be the case that, you know, Joshua goes bye-bye and we take the Phoenix power. Slight spoiler, maybe, potentially. We don't know. This looks super cool. Crystals, of course. Chocobo. Chocobo. They're not playing the Chocobo. The Chocobo actually looks really fun to ride around on in this game. There's like quite a mix of environments here. This looks like a scripted segment. We've got a boat. Oh, there we go. A bit of technology for you. Okay. They're kind of cool, like mixing.
Next, I'd like to talk about the combat of Final Fantasy XVI. All the battles in the game.
Okay, hold on. We got. Oh, I think. So you control your. Maybe you control your. Look down here. You guys can't. It's hard to tell. There's It looks like you have your pet abilities here, and then I think you can maybe swap to like potions or something. But it looks like you use the D-pad to control what abilities your pet uses, maybe. And then on the right, it looks like all of your like standard abilities. Oh, it also looks like we have a style meter up here. Or we have a not style meter. It looks like we have different styles we can swap between. Because that looks like Ramu, Phoenix, and Garuda. So it looks like maybe you can use the icons and swap styles, kind of like Devil May Cry. To like swap your abilities. That looks kind of like what it might be doing.
Take place in real time and are not turn-based. As Clive progresses through the story, he will learn a wide array of exciting abilities from the icons that he encounters.
But this is Titan's abilities, it looks like.
Now,
Yeah.
let's take a moment to admire Clive in action.
I don't know what. I don't think this is Ether, right? Is this like Bahamut or something? I don't know. Okay, this is Shiva. Looks like at this point in the game. Oh, there's Phoenix. So yeah, you do swap between your base abilities. That is really cool. I'm a big fan. I like switching up my abilities mid-combat a lot. They don't really have, like, you know, a style. I can see, like, there's a bunch of, like, stars and stuff going on the right side of the screen. But it's not like, you know, I'm getting an S rank or anything. It would be kind of cool if they implemented. This feels like Devil May Cry and Final Fantasy, which I am all about. So as Garuda's ability is, again, all wind stuff, which makes sense. Titan. Okay, swap to Ramee, switch to lightning. There's a little Virgil moments. It is very flashy. There's a lot going on. But it feels like if they can get it down, the combat could feel real good.
Unique characteristics depending on the icon they are derived from.
Okay, yeah, they're explaining that now.
Players can use ability points collected by defeating enemies to unlock more abilities.
So this is Ramu, yeah, so
upgrade existing ones.
These are Ramu abilities, and then further up we have Garuda abilities, yep.
Can't
I'm assuming this is
decide which
Ifrit at the
iconic
top,
ability
maybe?
to unlock or upgrade? No problem. You can let the game choose for you.
Okay, so you can actually... You can hold L3 to get the recommended abilities.
Includes a range of timely accessories to provide support to those players who may not be so skilled at action games, bringing them a truly enjoyable experience. Players are encouraged to equip Clive with different combinations of these accessories until they find the one that perfectly matches their own playstyle.
So yeah, you get accessories, and that was the stuff we looked at before. I've kind of analysed this before they actually talk about it. Maybe I should just let it play.
A combination I can particularly recommend to those who may struggle with action gameplay is the Ring of Timely Focus and the Ring of Timely Strikes. This combination allows players to unleash a wide array of different techniques just by pressing a single attack button, as well as shifting into a window of slow motion whenever Clive is about to be hit by an attack, giving them a little extra time to hit R1 and evade.
Okay, so they have like so one of the rings basically allows you to play it more, well, less like a real-time game, I guess. Just with, like, you know, a lot of quick time events and stuff you have to press, essentially.
Alternatively, players could equip an accessory that fully automates evasion. As I said before, I really encourage everyone to discover the combination that works best for them.
So they've kind of worked in difficulty into some of the items you get into the game, essentially. Which is kind of interesting. Oh, here's the main menu.
Concentrate on the story. Don't forget to choose Story Focus Mode before starting a new game.
What does Story Focus Mode do?
Timely accessories are automatically equipped from the start, allowing players to immerse themselves in the narrative experience without having to worry too much with the action.
Okay. I think that's kind of interesting, because I think a lot of Final Fantasy games are very much focused on the story, and I think a lot of people want to play them just for the story. I could see that being cool. I don't know, it doesn't look like a particularly difficult game, but I feel like it could be, with it going more real time. Anyway, story modes are cool. I think probably good to have in a game like Final Fantasy, especially where the story is very prominent. I think it's a cool thing to actually have in there. There's a lot of options here. Visual alerts. It's actually really cool they have this many options. I don't know. I get I'm getting the impression it's gonna have a lot
Clive
of
will meet many characters along his journey who will join him as friends
stuff to customize.
and allies.
Oh, got a Moogle. Oopa.
This place. These are fallen ruins.
Well, we didn't think they'd mind. And it keeps the black from our lungs.
But how do you survive without magic?
Sidolphus, who becomes a mentor to Clive. Jill,
True, then.
a friend from Clive's youth.
It really is.
Okay, we've got some friends in here. So I don't know how I feel about the characters so far. They're very normal looking so far. They just don't stand out to me. But maybe it's just like the age they're going for. Basic, yeah. Because this is like a childhood friend. I mean, I think it might just be like the era of, or like vibe they're going for with like the medieval England kind of thing. That they don't stand out as much so far. But I don't know, it could be really cool. I just have to see what the game's like.
Such encounters and reunions will set Clive on a path of great personal growth.
It is.
Clive!
Some of these companions will even accompany Clive on his adventures, fighting
Okay.
alongside him and finding lots to talk about along the way. That said, players will only need to focus on controlling Clive. Party members are fully AI-driven, providing support for the hero and constantly adapting and responding to his actions.
There's Romeo again. So, this is a boss fight, I guess? A War Panther? Is this Shiva? I don't know, is that like Shiva's like icon holder or something? I have no idea. That's actually Shiva.
Oh, and we cannot forget Torgal.
Yes. Wolf Companion, I am down.
A smart, strong, and fiercely loyal hound, Torgal is always by Clive's side and willing to stand by him in the face of whatever cruel fate may befall them. Torgal will act of his own accord.
Don't kill, you better not kill the
Players
dog,
can also
okay?
give him direct commands.
So yeah, you can command him with the D-pad, which is interesting.
Just don't forget to give this good boy some treats every now
Oh,
and
you
then.
get to give him treats. Can you pet the dog? They gotta show you petting the dog, okay?
Get her upstairs.
But none will.
Don't fret about Karen. I've taken care of her fee.
All of it.
She's the best healer this side of the belt. You've nothing to worry about.
The voice acting does seem pretty solid. Like, all the characters so far seem pretty good. Like, well voiced. I don't expect anything different, but no one's actually that over-exaggerated so far.
Go on. Have a look around. I'll be in my solo.
After progressing somewhat through the game, Clive will gain access to Sid's hideaway.
Okay, we get a hideaway. Also, Sid. Was that Sid? Just then? Does that mean there's an airship just round the corner by chance? I don't know, we'll see.
Here in the hideaway, Clive will find a shop where he can purchase new weapons, armor, and consumables such as potions.
Okay. So you get your own little base of operations, I guess.
Blackthorn, a highly skilled blacksmith, works the hideaway's forge. Bring in materials to craft new gear or upgrade existing
Where's the
items.
airship?
After upgrading your equipment or unlocking new abilities, try accessing the Arete Stone.
The Arete Stone. So you have a train. Is this where you can like practice your
Players
combos?
can enter a virtual training area outside the bounds of time and space, where they are free to refine and practice combos of their very own.
Okay, that's cool. I like when, again, if you have a game like this, you
Confident in
need
your
that.
skills, try your hand at arcade mode and see how your scores stack up against players from around the world.
This is very much Devil May Cry Final Fantasy, and I am all about it, okay?
The hideaway is home to a lot of other features as well.
Side quests unlocked, okay.
Not only will players discover a variety of side quests here, but they can also view information on quests offered all around Valisthea.
Okay. was gonna say, I hope there's more side quests that you get outside as well. I kind of hope you run into them and it's not just all in the hideaway.
Alright, Clive. Still
Alright.
saving the world.
Okay, she seems like a very unique character. She actually stands out. I can say that much. She's probably the most unique looking character so far. That hair. Yeah, she does have some crazy long hair.
Mid. When did you get
Did you just
back?
call her Mid? Or was her name Mid? Upo? We got a Moogle again. It's like a bounty board, I guess.
Oh, I wasn't expecting you back so soon.
Renown. You have Renown as well. More donations will become available upon achieving a Renown rating of 100. Your merry band of outlaws and its dashing deeds of daring do are all the talk amongst the ladies of the court. We have gathered together several items of worth that you might continue your gallantry. Oh, so these are like rewards you collect along the way. Okay.
Visit the hunt board to gain information on elite marks. Fearsome
Okay, yeah,
foes
this is
lurking about the realm in desperate need of
bounties.
slaying. The Moogle will be your guide.
Okay. Rank C.
There's also Lordesman Harpocrates, who will unlock Valisthea.
What's that Final Fantasy? I feel like that's a very common theme, and I don't know where. I don't know where I've heard that before, or where I usually hear that.
His secrets as Clive recounts tales
Oh, there
of
we
his
go.
adventures.
Yeah, they even got the old school text boxes. Very nice. Ba, 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 ba. Very nice.
You wish to study the tomes?
The mother crystals. Ken, you gotta have your crystals in there.
And Vivian Ninetails,
What is it that you
a
wish
scholar
to
and
know?
strategist who will be
Here's the
more
latest
than happy
information
to
I have.
explain to Clive the current state of the realm and provide information on key players. There are all
Dominant of Shiva, okay. And Clive's childhood friend. Oh no, she gonna die. She gonna die and we take her apart. Maybe they don't die. Also, I'm pretty sure at one point it said we were targeting Shiva's dominance and not alone. I don't know.
kinds of interactions and features in the hideaway to
There's
help
story stuff that I'm
players
not gonna
get
read.
even more enjoyment
I almost
out of
read
their
it.
time with Final Fantasy
It's
16.
ever changing, Clive.
Very early, like 2013. Ooh. Some of these places do look very cool. Oh. He gone.
On his travels, Clive will encounter a wide array of fearsome foes.
I've forgotten what this monster's called. It's very common enemy though. Mobble. Knight of the Blinding Dawn, okay. So some of these just seem like boss fights, which are cool. Fafnir as well. This is like some type of assassin, maybe? Oh, yeah, quick time events in the middle of it. Or button mash. Button mashes are always like, they feel good. I think in the icon fights they actually feel really good. Like towards the end. I feel like we don't see that enough in games anymore. Some people kind of like got sick of quick time events, but like a good button mash when you're like
He will,
finishing
of
someone off
course,
is good.
Clash with the dominants who wield the power of the icons.
So this is the Titan's dominance, I guess. Hugo. They're showing off quite a lot here. Honestly. I still know none of the story, to be fair.
Colossal beasts who hold the surrounding lands under their sway.
Okay.
Mysterious
That looks like
constructs
precision
of the
points you
fallen,
can
a civilization shrouded in
target.
mystery.
They do have a pretty, like, cool enemy variety so far. Like, no one's looking too same-ish. But, I mean, again, it could just be the trailer. But it feels like they got a lot here. These look, and then we got boss fights like this that look very good. These look very cool. This kind of looks like Virgil. Virgil's Devil Trigger. I don't know if it's just me.
And we cannot forget the icons themselves.
The Infernal icon.
Unparalleled real-time
You
action
mean
combat
Ifrit?
as Clive takes command of the iconic might coursing through his veins and shatters his very limbs. The shining point of Final Fantasy XVI, however, has to be the breathtaking icon versus icon battles.
Yeah, this is the big selling point. So this is Phoenix versus Ifrit. I'm curious how the icons work, because we just saw him fighting Ifrit just then.
These epic confrontations all play out in real time.
Also, Phoenix can also, like, heal himself as well.
Control their very own icon with their own hands.
Like, this looks very cool. Yeah, you need like having those buttons is very satisfying.
These battles differ depending on the icon
As
encountered, and every showdown is unique,
I don't know how you
right
say it
down
now.
to gameplay.
I feel like I say it right, I'm not sure.
Experience everything from a 3D scrolling shooter to a heavyweight wrestling match with devastating attacks that encompass the entire battlefield.
I think it's nice to have that variety. Although the idea of Ifrit just grabbing Garuda and dragging her by her face along the floor is very cool.
Massive scale boss battles are entirely
Okay, here's
seamless,
behind me.
and I can promise you heart-stopping, controller-gripping excitement. I can't wait for you to get your hands on the game for yourself.
The Titan is massive as well, which is good. I like to see that. Look at the size of Ifrit compared to Titan right now. That's kind of what I was hoping Titan would look like in Final Fantasy XIV. I was hoping he'd be giants.
Nice trick. But if you can do it, then so could I.
We've learned Brimstone. It's Phoenix first behind me. Okay. Like, I'm super curious how this is all gonna like play out. It does look very cool though. It's kind of, again, it's got like the spectacle that this type of game needs. Wanting the Pokemon Legendary Battle. I think these moments are going to be really cool. They'll obviously be very scripted moments, and you probably won't get much. I mean, it looks like maybe you might get a chance to use the summons outside of like the big fights potentially. I don't know. Like this looks insane. Titan Lost? What does Titan Lost mean? Is this like Titan's final form? This is like Shadow of the Colossus kind of stuff going on. This looks very cool. You're just falling right now. I like Colossus fights. Like any fight we have to like run up an arm or something is always very cool. feel like we're gonna have a Metal Gear moment here where he just like suplexes him. That'd be great. That's what I'm hoping for. No suplex, okay. Maybe that'd be a bit too ridiculous for that boss, but would be cool. They're showing off a lot of them. It feels like they're showing off a lot of the big fights here, potentially. But if they're showing this much off, maybe there's a ton more. I don't know.
So everyone, what did you think? Thank you for taking the time to join us today. Final Fantasy XVI will be available.
No, thank you, Yoshida, okay? Thank you. Honestly, it looks really cool. And the spectacle fighting, the whole like Devil May Cry vibe to the normal combat and then the big spectacles of the icon fights looks really cool. I think the characters will grow on me. Like Final Fantasy 15, at first I didn't really, like watching the trailers and stuff, I didn't really feel the characters too much, but when the game came out, I enjoyed the characters a lot more, so we'll see.
Available worldwide June 22nd. And there's still plenty that we've left to reveal.
June 22nd.
Content, side content, endgame content, and more. We hope to bring you more on these aspects of the game in the near future.
Okay,
Also,
that's good.
I'm truly excited to finally be able to reveal that Final Fantasy XVI's main theme was written and performed by one of Japan's greatest recording artists, Kenshi Yonezu. We've still
Very
got
cool.
a lot more in store for you in the coming weeks, and I hope you'll all pre-order the game and join us in Valisthea on release day. This has been Naoki Yoshida, producer of Final Fantasy XVI. See you again soon.
16プロデューサーの吉田でした。
Alright, I think that was very cool. I am actually looking forward to Final Fantasy 16. The fact that they're showing this much of the game off as well shows that they're fairly confident in the game, and they're still holding stuff back as well, which is good. I really hope it's very good. I think Final Fantasy 15 had the problem of it being rushed, and it kind of got rushed out, and it had so many like delays and changes to the game, and that was a game that had so much potential. 16 feels like it's a smaller scale game than 15. That's like the feeling I'm getting. It looks like it has a bit of openness to it, from what I've seen so far though, but it could be a lot more to it. But it feels like they've scaled back on the open worldness and like how big the game is, which is probably good because Final Fantasy 15 had a lot of issues. They changed the game, got delayed so many times and changed, and it suffered for that sadly. But I still enjoyed 15. To be fair, I still enjoyed it. It had its issues. This feels pretty clean, and it feels like they're very confident in it, which is cool. But yeah, that was the Final Fantasy 16 State of Play. I'm actually looking forward to playing it. So. Yeah, I'll give it a go when it comes out, I guess.